No, I can hear you.
I think it's 1 o'clock. I think we should start.
The connection not connecting with the 2, 3
Oh, Papa Africa is in the house. Papa Africa, you're welcome.
I'm on.
Packed full show with Papa Africa. If you are not excited, be an update hit. So please, if you need to join in and be brought to speed up. Sorry, to speed up, because as Papa Africa will say, you snooze, you.
So see.
The future of internet.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Wow, we're in it to win it. If you have not seen what has been happening and you've watched this video that Dr. Dale just shared, did you see our booth? Hey, did you see our booth? Did you see our AI at work? Well, let me not waste time. I hope you just enjoy the picture, the non-verbal communication on the updates, how our company, our CEO and his dream team, his tech team, his own Mama McCormick, Queen.
Our global ambassadors, it's an honor to be with you today once more. And thank you for that awesome message, Dr. Derek. Very much appreciated. I know everyone is here to listen to Papa Africa, but for us to get him, we have to be in the right place of mind. And we also needed to hear that song so we could speak since we were together last Sunday. At this stage, we're going to call on the voice that we heard. She has to give us the right set of, the right mindset based on what we've watched and based on where we are in the unpassive journey. And I'll be working with Sister Irene Kwedo, who will take the next segment of this. But for now, we're talking about the mindset by our very own Sister Lerato Shadare Prosperity after her. So over to you, Queen.
A long time. 2 weeks seems like forever. but I'm very glad to be here today. I'm glad to be alive. Like Dr. Benny always says, we give all the glory to something good, to choose better, to choose love. We always get another opportunity when we wake up, right, to do better. So, and to thank God for coming here to play. We're coming here to set a standard. We're coming here to set to change things, right? So it's beautiful. I'm just excited about everything that is happening. I saw Dr. Things around our lives. When we talk about prosperity, when we talk about mental attitude and stance, where do you stand mentally? Because for anything to change in your life, for anything to flow in a certain way, it starts with your thought, right? I said before that your thoughts become things, right? Your thoughts become your words and they become your action. So whatever that you spend time thinking becomes what you act. When you occupy your mind with life, when you occupy with thoughts, your mind with thoughts of life, with thoughts that are enhanced. But it's very as a person that assesses everything, to sit down and check yourself and check the state of everything, and realize that what we deem as normal sometimes is not normal, and it's not something that is necessarily good for humanity, right? I spoke about the decisions some of our leaders make. You look at it as like, this only benefits one nation, but the other nations are being, put in a deficit, right? You look at the state of Africa, you look at state of different things that you can sit down and question yourself. You will know for sure that the people that are making those decisions, no matter in whatever position that they are not in their wholeness. They're not in the right mind in terms of whole, or they're not in the right state, spiritually, because there's no way that you can make those decisions and be whole, right? So now, when we come to us as on perseverance, I said last time that we really have to think about our spiritual health. We have to think about ourselves mentally, because everything that we do, it starts from the mind and it processes, then it becomes what you think. Everything that we do, it manifests in our words and in our action. So we have to really sit down and think about, traumas. What a lot of people are functioning, but they went through a lot of traumas and they don't sit down and heal, right? I said that for us to operate in prosperity, in real prosperity and wealth, everything around our lives have to be whole. It has to be whole, because then everything that we'll do, then it will trickle down. Our decisions will be whole. Everything that we'll do, excuse me. Okay, so everything that we do, our decisions, everything, then we will be whole, right? So we really have to think up and ask ourselves question, where are the areas where I'm not healed? Where are the areas where I need to maybe process something with somebody, or whatever that you need to do in order for you to be whole? The other areas, I was talking to Sister Debbie today, and I said, the way the world functions, it wants to make things that, it's almost like we normalize dysfunction. We normalize dysfunction and we think it's the way to go. I'm like, look at our system, right? A person works for their entire life. You give everything to the company. Some people are in jobs that they don't like, right? And then they go to pension. And instead of, that little time that they have or energy, because when they go to pension, it's like they're so old. Here in Germany, I think a pension starts from 70. I think it starts from 70, right? You are, the energy that you should put in self-care and, enjoying your life and enjoying, breathing in fresh air, whatever that you need to do, it is so short. And then some people don't even get to that pension when they get to pension, because it's gone. It's so little, right? Or by the time they get to their pension, they're ill, they're treating illness and everything. I'm thinking that the whole system doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I'm so grateful that we have just a hope, all right, to say that we're looking for something that will give us that time, because time is very important. You can have all the money in the world. Health and time is very important, right? So that you can actually enjoy life and not just survive it. right? So all those things, it's, you know, we have to just start evaluating things in our lives and say, okay, if I get out of survival mode, what are those things that are important to me? Am I actually living my purpose? Am I just, you know, functioning and say, okay, fine, every day I'm in the grind, that's it. You know, I don't think about my dreams, I don't think about my mental health, my spiritual health, where you will say, you know what, if I get this, then everything would be okay. What would be that, right? A lot of people don't ask themselves that, because it's the reality is painful, you know, because you think, what am I, you know, where do you put your time? What are you waiting? Very important now to prioritize our spiritual health and our physical health and mental health, to start now compactualizing everything to say, okay, fine, where is the area now where I have to really work? Because then prosperity agrees with wholeness, guys. When you are whole, you make everything around you whole and actually enjoy your life completely without any buts, completely, right? So that's all that was in my heart today. I said, you know, we have to prioritize ourselves, our mental health. We have to ask ourselves those questions to say, where is it that where I need help? Where is it that I need to heal? Prosperity agrees with wholeness. Prosperity agrees with everything that is complete and whole and healed.
Yes, thank you so much. Honestly, if you came unprepared about what you were to receive from today's webinar, you have had definitely a full dose of it. I know Papa Africa is waiting. I'm not going to keep him too long. I'm going to say thank you once more to our. Personally, I missed you the last 2 weeks, and oh boy, am I so happy you're here today. I really am, and I'm sure Papa Africa loves listening to you as well. And we know who Papa Africa is, right? He is that wonderful person. When he walks into a room, in the Cameroon context, they'll say, Papa ile ya ya yo. If you do not know what that means, you're there to share with us something we saw. That was just a snip day at this stage, and pass it over to my co-moderator, Sister Irene Ekwede, to take over from here. Sister Irene, over to you, sis. Thank you.
Sister Irene is having to get back to refresh and try to unmute herself. I want to welcome our next speaker. He doesn't need any introduction. He's the person with the digest, the person that comes and you know what it means to digest something, right? It means you break it down into little bits so it can be easily absorbed. It's the one that we know that goes over Africa to make sure the continent is not left in the darkness, to be part of this great opportunity. We've seen him, we've heard his knowledge, his wisdom, his excitement, his excitement. So I'm not going to waste time because I know all of us came today to hear him, to see what is going to explode, right? We saw the title, it's about to explode, and I know everybody's like, I need to know what is exploding. So I'm going to not keep people in suspense. I'm going to introduce you our
the patience and all the previous speakers, Sister Debbie Lerato, I hope I pronounced it correctly. Right, exactly. Exactly, that would be better. I have a little time, so I can.
Okay, we were worried that you were rushing today. That's why. So update team, let's switch that around. Why not?
Appreciate, and thank you very much to Papa Africa, King Papa Africa, for allowing us to proceed. You all right, not a problem. We are going to start out with our updates, and so let me get that going over here first. All right. Okay. I hope everyone can see my screen.
Yeah, we can, but your video is still off.
Oh, video still off. Okay.
I see you on YouTube, but I don't see you on my screen, on my computer screen.
Very good. That is all the part. This what we're monitoring so many things. Okay. All right. So you should be able to see the PowerPoint now. Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful. All right. Peace, blessings, enough, holy, plenty, a lot of love. We're coming like we are in a cockpit right here with so many things all over the place. Do apologize. Do apologize. Do apologize. However, we are doing the updates, and it is update time. Update time. Wonderful. All right. Update. And so, with the updates today from Mr. Ash Mufari, he came on the 18th of October, and he came on 360. And he said, it's a great time. It's a great time. Remember, oh, no, my bad, back up, sorry. It's a great time at OnPassive. Great time. Up to this point in time, we have been on a trial run. So let us be patient. Let us be patient. Trial run. But nothing is going to stop us now. Based on the initial, somewhat sketchy month of September, we can confidently say we are a unicorn company. And what is a unicorn company? You might ask. Some of us might, for the first year in this this title, unicorn company, and it's not indigenous to OnPassive. A unicorn company is a company that has generated a minimum of 1 billion, yes, billion with a B in Bravo, $1 billion US in revenue. So from once any company, not just OnPassive, but any company that has generated 1 billion US dollars in revenue, then that company is a unicorn company. Just to go a little further, a super unicorn company would be a company that generated 10 billion US dollars in revenue. And we are heading there, I believe, within a very short period of time. So yes, we can confidently say OnPassive that we are a unicorn company, and we could reach the $1 billion mark in less than 4 months. What 4 months? What? Some company took 15 years just to kind of put you in a picture, right? Just to put you in a picture. And we're talking about companies like Microsoft. We're talking about companies like Apple. We're talking about these big companies took years to reach that unicorn status. And in less than 4 months, we will be a unicorn company. Isn't that awesome?
Yes, it is, Dr. D. So awesome. I remember our initial thoughts about the remarkable invention of OnPassive. We considered outsourcing the work, but we soon realized that we needed to tackle it ourselves. We devised a phased plan with the goal of revealing life-changing inventions within 10 years.
By the end of 2018, it became evident that we were onto something much bigger and faster than we initially thought. So, while we still welcome early adopters, we changed our approach, shifting from launching just the digital marketing platform to building an ecosystem. Big change. We don't see that was a big change. And so, anyway, as we became more confident in our ability to achieve this, we pursued it wholeheartedly.
Unfortunately, some initial adopters remained resistant to the switch. We all know so many, at least one or. But our CEO says we allowed and provided the option for many to leave if they aimed for something bigger. This led to negative feedback and responses, making it challenging to make people believe in the potential for real. Consequently,
and we are talking about thousands of people chose to leave, even after we have we have went to the commercial market in September 1. People still wanted to leave.
oh,
Don't
mercy.
make any sense. Tough decision. Either give people what they wanted immediately or stick to our dream. Thank God Ash Mufari stick to his dream, because let me emphasize that Unpassive is Ash Mufari's dream. Let me say that again. Unpassive is Ash Mufari's dream. And so therefore, I am so glad that it is Ash Mufari's dream and not our dream. Because we would have kicked the horse through the gate long before the horse was ready. We choose to preserve and declare, do it or die. We continue to pursue and come our way.
Yes, and they are still coming. But yet, we were growing so rapidly that no matter how hard they attacked, we kept moving forward, astonishing everyone. Those attempting to hinder us didn't realize that they needed a more substantial strategy. By the time they understood, we were already soaring above the clouds, rendering their efforts futile.
When I upgraded the dream, I proclaimed that we would own the internet. Yes.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
Yes.
Yes, we owned the internet. We can own the internet, most definitely. A lot of people don't understand that, but anyway, hey, please, let us understand that Unpassive can own the internet. And so, I would offer the script to any business that want to think that they are capable of doing what Unpassive is doing under the astounding leadership of Ash Mufari. Hey, Ash Mufari is declaring that he can give the script to any business. However, I guarantee, Ash Mufari guarantee, they lack the drive to uplift humanity. Their focus would be solely on profitability. That's the only thing most people are geared towards. And that is what is the bottom line. Money.
Yes, money, always. Our vision is to remake the internet, recognizing it to be more positive. The current internet is often perceived as negative and draining, and we aim to create a more unified internet with the consumer in mind. Let me repeat that. The current internet is often perceived as negative and draining, and we aim to create a more unified internet with the consumer in mind. All of us, all the users, the affiliates, all of us in mind, and not profitability.
Nice. Wonderful. That is so comforting to know. Thank you very much for that. Our goal is to provide a single sign-on, one dege single sign-on, an affordable lifestyle platform with a seamless, user-friendly experience and a wide range of products and services. We prioritize what's best for users as we are internet users ourselves.
We aim to empower people to thrive, emphasizing that this is for the people. We intend to complete the circle by sharing revenue, giving back as much as legally and financially possible, while retaining enough to sustain the company.
And I say amen to that one.
Amen.
Wonderful, wonderful. Nice. We have in-house experts across multiple regions who are passionate about their work. Additionally, we will continue to pursue our own merchant bank payment processor. Hallelujah.
Yes.
Listen.
Yes,
I've seen much excitement, and nobody's excited. Everybody does sit down with them face like come on. This is what is giving the problem right now. Merchant, the bank payment, the processor. I believe that is one of the very few things that we are not in charge of. Right now, it is third-party companies. We have tried 2 already, and they have failed. One, because of the volume, the major volume of monies that is trying to come in and trying to go out. They can't manage. They cannot manage. And so, yes. Hey, nice. Wonderful. I love that. So we will continue to pursue our own merchant bank payment processor and full control over data and hosting all in one place. If you follow this path, you can genuinely change the world. No exaggeration to that one.
Yes, but to remember. But we were surprised by how fragile and corrupt the existing system was. We realized that significant changes were needed. So we shifted our long-term strategy. We now find ourselves in an organic, advantageous position.
September 21st.
Did we all hear that? How positive is that?
Very positive. September 21st marked a significant achievement in our history. Although there have been a few hiccups, we are addressing them. And once that's done, it's game on. Hey, we have the means to untangle ourselves and are heading towards the ultimate goal in the not too distant future.
Yes, GitTex convention. We are popular. This week made it happen. An entire week. Likeable and unique. That is only on passive. It keeps getting better and better. Companies and governments are very interested in the potential of OnPassive. Each time, the numbers surprise us, and this time was no exception.
Right there in Dubai at GitTex.
am Walina, the automated anchor at the virtual Omedia TV. From here, in front of the GITEX 20 Artificial Intelligence, has a significant presence in this exhibition. I will present a daily report on the exhibition from inside the pavilion.
My name is Mohammed Nazal. I'm the CMO of Passive Technologies LLC. We're very excited to be here at GITEX, among those tech titans, of course. It's our first time, and our ambition is to make it a tradition. We started already talking to people about participating next year. Actually, for next year, participating in Africa. But everyone, it's beautiful to have all of this beautiful mind together, you know, talking about the same topic and accelerating to a brighter future. Now we will be in Africa and we will be in GITEX Accelerator also, yeah. So expect to see us more. Thank you so much.
Sweet Africa next year. GITEX,
Yes.
Africa next year. We encounter challenges due to poor founding members and poor employees. And we're not talking about financially poor, we're talking about mental. And that is why the mindset is so very important. Thank you very much, Lurato Shadari. The mindset, very important. Thank you very much, Dream Team, with the mindset, as well as naysayers seeking to capitalize on traffic and a few corrupted system attempting to profit. However, we are almost through these nightmare challenges. Suffice it to say that they are not thrilled about what we are doing. We are rattling their cages by offering better value, more features, and fairer pricing.
Oh yes. Once this phase is complete, it's only the beginning for OnPassive. This is where we start, and the money flows with minimal intervention. We have the workforce to make it happen. There are no shortcuts to success. I am glad we chose the long-term approach despite initial negativity.
Read that last sentence again, please.
I am glad we chose the long-term approach despite initial negativity.
The skepticism will
The
fade away.
naysayers.
The naysayers will fade away. And we believe we have already weathered the worst. We have proven ourselves, and it's clear that we are a unicorn company from birth. Birth.
Yes.
Woo! Possibly even a super unicorn. Hey, I tell you, 10 billion US in revenue. We are growing and have some exciting surprises in store. More surprises in store. Can you imagine? Our position couldn't be better.
Yes, I can't wait for that more surprises, Dr. D. Once everyone is satisfied and using our products, which we all know are numerous, and people are making money, the real fun begins, and innovations will be rolling out, requiring multiple layers of anticipation. I don't have much to say today. I simply wanted to recap our journey. What a beautiful journey it has been.
If he didn't have much to say, well, I wouldn't understand what it would be more if he had to say. Mercy. Thank you for that. We are thrilled at the speed with which all of this is happening. And yes, this is when I used to watch Star Trek, them used to talk about warp speed. Oh my goodness. Some people don't understand the warp speed. That is what is people think that is happening. But yes, we are on warp speed, even though people think that we are moving slowly. We are busier than ever. If it gets any busier, we'll just have to keep stretching our capacity. Thank you to all who shared our bold vision. What a vision.
Yes.
Ash
Yes.
Mafari is grateful and thankful for how far we have come. We have come this far by faith. A little recap on the Okanet, or update on the Okanet. Go ahead.
Yes. Full view will be available in OConnect for whiteboard and videos. Let me repeat that again. Full view will be available in OConnect for whiteboard and videos. Lock room will be available for a private group. Oh my. Break time will be available for meetings. Mute everyone automatically for a specified period of time. OES mobile app will be available anytime to be downloaded from your back office. Oh my God. I know some of us are already practicing and using these new features, and I can say I have used it myself. Yes, it is amazing. Oh, amazing, Dr. D.
Yes, and please don't go anywhere else. Go to your ecosystem to download any and every app that is used in OnPassive. Please, please, let me just show you how that looks in respective to where OConnect is concerned. And of course, this is our OConnect dashboard. Of course, this is the speaker view. When you click on that little, well, when you just enter the room, it is gray. Most of these new features is for the main host, not even for co-hosts or the other hosts. It's only for most of these new features is mostly for the co-hosts. But anyway, that gray sliding button, when you click on it, it's the speaker view, which all of that information with the little avatars for our pictures and so on, and the 5 buttons that the hosts have full control over the meeting to mute the speaker, mute the video, mute or disable the chat emojis, and everything is right there for the host. Okay, the next thing is right beside the speaker view is the webinar timer. So that 1:31:7 is the length of time that the webinar is in progress for at this moment. All right. The next button to the right of that is the webinar lock. New feature that Kanda just talked about, that Ash Mufari just told us about on Wednesday. And it is there. Wednesday. And it is there.
Way to go.
Webinar lock. So you can lock your meeting. Mercy. Hey, thank you very much for that. Thank you for that. Cheers. Cheers. Webinar lock. And right beside to the right of that webinar lock is break time. Breaks time, we call it back in the Jamaica days. Breaks time. So you can give your webinar meeting a breaks time. So watch this now, especially when O Academy comes on board and you're keeping class for maybe 40 minutes or 30 minutes or 20 minutes and you want to give breaks time. you just click on breaks time. They go and maybe refresh themselves or eat or what have you. And breaks time will alert them to come back to the class or come back to the meeting. Mercy! What
Oh,
a
yes.
same thing. Just said Wednesday and it's there officially today. Right beside that, as you know, it's our settings where you can ensure that your audio, your mic is there and your camera is there in the settings. And right beside that, as you know, it's your full view. Your full view is right beside that. And to the right of that is your signal strength. Signal strength is right beside that. And so at the bottom, those buttons at the bottom is only co-host and host. That's see these number of buttons, 22. Presentation, beside that you have whiteboard, beside that you have video, beside that you have poll, beside that you have Q&A, question and answer, beside that you have call to action, beside that you have push a link, beside that you have chat, and the main host is the only one that has the start recording, and then beside that you have screen share, or share screen we call it, or screen share. Beside that you have the mic, beside that you have cam or camera. Beside that, you have add attendees. Beside that, you have, well, that's not supposed to be poll. That is supposed to be background, which is still coming. Sorry about that. Beside that, you have the theme. Beside that, you have background music, which you can now add your custom background music. Have mercy. You can now add your own custom background music. Beside that, you have the prompter, and you can now move it around, so it don't block things that you don't want it to block. And beside that, you have the timer. Beside that, you have calculator. Beside that, you have capture. Beside that, you have emojis. Beside that, you have resound. You can now add your own resound. Have mercy! You can add your own resound. Let me show you. Let me show you that I add my own resound. Okay, well, no. Dr. John is oh. Dr. John, okay, all right, beautiful. So let me show you that I add my own resound.
Peace, blessings, enough, holy, plenty, a lot of.
Add my own resound already. Have mercy. There you go.
Yes.
And so beside that you have ticker, which is that thing that is running at the bottom of your screen from right to left. And then beside that you have end, leave, the webinar. Have mercy. That is everything that we got from this week from our lovely Ash Mufare. That was our updates. Have mercy. Wonderful updates. And so therefore, buckle up, people. Buckle up.
Yes.
Buckle up. Because most definitely, you know, this is definitely how we do it. So buckle up, as I said. Buckle up, buckle up. And thank you very much. Really appreciate it. And oh mercy, not finding that video. All right, so that was it, because we are on
perseverance. Yes.
And thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Wow. This is how we do it. Sister Irene, can you unmute yourself now or not? Okay, she's been having difficulty to unmute herself. This is how we do it.
You make it a lot of fun. So they were not engaged, right? They didn't have the staying power. The dream got bigger and bigger and bigger. They will not get you generational wealth. You, myself, we have to step up and say, hey, we see this, we see where it's going, and we're going to focus and make sure we are part of it. Like Ash said, we've had some haters, we've had some people that could not see it, and they try to bring us down. And of course, they can't assist you, okay? When he gives you the blessing, because I've always said, this is to be self-sufficient. Ash had told us right after that OP360, we had another meeting and then a little small meeting, and he is super excited about the new merchant, right? Not our ultimate goal yet, because that's going to take a lot of time, but this new merchant is sure to have things for us in a way that we can appreciate business until we get to that ultimate goal. But because of the setback, we have learned so much. And guess what, guys? The most beautiful thing is the digital products for us founders is what we came for, right? We were so excited. We're going to own the internet, and we're about to own it. And how do we own it? By having everything in the house, our own domain name, our own data centers, our own merchant, and why not our own streaming service? I can see that coming. Okay? And once we own it, game is over. And like Ash rightly said, now don't think he's going to give our script to anybody. He's just saying, I can give it to anybody because they can afford it financially, but they don't have the heart. That's the difference between OnPassive and any other company that's out there. The heart. It's a business for the people, right? Like I've always said, a business of the people, for the people, and by the people. So Ash has taken this business, this concept, like Dr. Derek said, is his idea, okay? It's his dream. He has brought it for all of us, and he's sharing it with all of us, and it's making us enjoy it just as much as he does, if not more. And that is why, guys, there's so much going on, you need to stay up to date. You need to stay engaged. I know I'm speaking to the choir because guess what? Come to me almost every day, as a matter of fact. Have not even migrated. Don't even remember, the email they use, for crying out loud, right? So this is what I'm talking about. Our slogan has always been without being engaged, right? And what is about to come is even way bigger. It's sort of like you have your own franchise. And this is over and beyond the digital products. So guys, stay plugged in, stay engaged, don't miss a beat, okay? Especially do not miss the Dream Team updates every Sunday. I'll leave it for them for now. All right, guys, back to you.
Oh my goodness. Papa Africa. I know. We should never miss the updates, especially the only place you'll get them will be the Dream Team. And that's what Papa Africa looks forward to when he comes to us. Thank you so much, our daddy. We love you unconditionally. And we are so honored to have you to share with us today. Very much appreciated. Well, we know you have your digest and you'll be heading. If you have any questions for Papa Africa, jot them down during his presentation and afterwards. So this is the time for questions and discussions with our Papa Africa, Brother Charles Osong. So if you have anything, this is the time to bring it up now, and the updates team, Sister Aisha, Sister Bridget Kamsi, and Dr. Benny, they'll be there